So when I woke up from surgery, I couldn't feel my leg.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song.
So to give you a little bit of background, what happened was that 3 months ago in January, I was leaning over to pick up a cord from the floor, and my artificial hip that I got when I was like 23 completely popped out of place. So then I spent almost a couple months mostly in bed trying to get that thing to heal up. And then after that, it was figured out that one reason that it popped out of place was because of a tumor. So then I had to go into the hospital 2 weeks ago, get that taken out. Turns out it was not cancerous, yeah. Well, they gift you a few things whenever you go in for surgery. One is non-skid socks. Let me tell you, there's nothing more sexy than non-skid socks. You're like, who invented these things anyway? The non-skid tire people. And another thing that you get is a really super awesome hat. Now, when I say super awesome hat, I don't really mean super awesome hat. I mean like really awful, unflattering, degrading, white paper shower cap looking thing. Here's at least part of the incision. Still pretty swollen. I woke up from surgery, I couldn't feel my leg, which was not like a normal outcome. Hopefully those nerves are gonna wake up. So my bed here is kind of like my, my headquarters. Kind of like my little boat floating in the ocean of my home. And my husband, he put together for me a little tub, keeps all my stuff in it that I need right away. Or maybe that I don't, but I think that I need right away. I got a smart water. I got my Beats. There's a piece of trash. I have like the sweetest, most awesome friends and family that have just showered me with texts and phone calls. One of the Lisas, my girlfriend Lisa Barkahall, she sent me some beautiful yellow tulips. And my friend, Dr. Jenny, she sent me this beautiful quilt that her sister made. My husband is a gift just being around here, does so much for me. So does my daughter.
Let's get you in bed.
My husband has showered me with gifts, of course, most notably and most significantly. He's putting in a tall toity for me. So hopefully this paralysis in my leg is going to wake up. Not every day is a great day. Really bad pain day today. But today's a pretty good day. So I'm gonna tell you something kind of funny that popped into my head the other day. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory. When I was 12 is when I got RA, and it was really fast onset. I went from a 12-year-old gifted ballet dancer on point to not being able to stand up from a chair within 3 weeks. And one day when I was 12, I was trying to sit up from the bed. I was in so much pain. It was really difficult. And my mother's trying to help me, but it was hard for her. And, my mother said to me, just popped in my head the other day, this situation. My mother said to me, use your stomach muscles. So, it was, I guess what stuck with me about that interaction is that my mother could have said, it's okay, just lie back, relax, take a nap. I don't know. But she didn't. She said, use your stomach muscles. So what she was saying is, fight, struggle, don't give up. Well, so this popped into my head the other night when I was lying in bed. It was about a week ago. And I was trying to, I had gotten out of bed by kind of shimmying my leg down the side of the bed in this kind of a controlled fall because I had to go potty. So I went to the bathroom, the little bedside commode, and then I was trying to get back into bed. See, that's the problem. Getting out of bed, not as difficult as getting back into bed. So I have this thing called, well, I call it an invisible dog walker. Little did the inventors of the invisible dog walker know what it would eventually be used for. Come on, little doggy. Come on, little doggy. What you do with this invisible dog walker is you can hook this end around your foot and then you pull on this end so that you can lift up your leg. I was trying and trying to get my foot back in bed. I could not get my foot back in bed. I was so mad, and I was crying, and I was hurting, and that is when the situation with my mom, when I was 12, popped back in my head. With her saying, just use your stomach muscles. And so I gave it a few more shots, and I made sure to use my stomach muscles. and I got my leg back into the bed. And that might not seem like a huge achievement, but for me, I was so happy and glad about my achievement. And I'm so glad and blessed that I had a mother that taught me how to struggle and to never give up. I believe that much more important than learning how to succeed in life is learning how to struggle. Because if you know how to struggle, you will eventually succeed. All of us have struggles. All of us have little struggles and big struggles throughout the day. And I don't know what mine is going to be the rest of the day or tomorrow. Neither do you, neither does anybody. But you know what? We all have little victories, and sometimes to us they feel like big victories, and we need to celebrate all of them. So I don't know what my little or big victories are going to be tomorrow or the rest of the day, but I do know one thing. That's what I'm not going to give up. And don't you give up either. Struggle, struggle. And remember, it's all good. And if it's not, we're going to make it that way. Hang in there.
This is my fight song.